Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You join me and Alex. We're on a wild camp today, heading up Kinder Scout. We're going to a place called Woolpacks. I am going to be talking to you about the MSR Elixir 2, whether I think that is still hands down the best tent that I've had for the last 5 years. Compared to a digit. Oh. Probably the first thing that I'm noticing about this tent already is that the weight of the tent is quite substantial. It's 2.7 kilos, which is much heavier than the other tents that I've been trialing. Something I really do want to get my hands on is the Durston X Mid 1 Plus. That is a really lightweight tent, 700 grams, and fairly lightweight, fairly cheap. Tiny bit windy, and it's amazing because it's blue sky over there, and then as soon as you turn this round to look at Alex, it's just grey and peat. But hopefully in the morning we'll get a bit of a sunrise and maybe a sunset, but we will see. We're definitely in to test the tent again.
To be fair, this is a proper MSR video because you've got both colour variations.
Yeah, exactly, and you get to see both of them being set up. Oh wow, that goes in easy.
Yeah, so nice.
Yeah. At least the pegs push down straight into the ground because it's so...
Oh, it's so nice.
I
think that's the nicest peg experience.
It's alright, you don't need to repeat it. I'm sure the viewers all heard it. Right, time to go get all my stuff in. And then we'll cook dinner. Then we feast. This is what I was looking for. I've been gifted a new Flextail pump. Came in the mail the other day. Looks pretty incredible. This is a attachment here, the one that I decided fits into my Big Agnes Divide, which I think is hands down the best camping mat I've ever tried, just because of how thick it is. And it's got quite a high R rating. So this is the first time I've ever used this pump. So we'll see how fast it can do it. And then we'll feed Alex because he's a hungry boy. And the little blueberry flapjacks we've had aren't cutting it yet. It's definitely a bit bobbly in places, but I think the mat will have me sorted. out a bit. Stick my head on the other side. The tents come in two colours. There's this red design, which is Alex's tent, and then there's my tent over there, which is the green design. Yeah, they stand up pretty well in the wind, as you can feel now. We're not actually that protected from the wind, as you can probably hear. But this sort of positioning and this geodysmic design that the Elixirs have does mean that they're just pretty sturdy. And if I actually just quickly go and get into my tent, then you'll hear the difference instantly. As soon as we're in here, it's literally absolutely fine. Just the one thing I do always bring on a wild camp, especially a windy wild camp, is just a pair of earbuds and an eye mask, especially in summer, because the sun's going to rise at God forbidden time. Well, hopefully this still works.
It does look like a bug.
Imagine if this didn't work.
That'd be so.
That'd be so annoying.
I think we'd have to abandon.
Yeah. In fact, could you buy me a lighter because you broke my jet?
Hold on, it was a joint effort.
It was a joint effort. It was a joint effort. Right, before we do this,
Right.
water me. It's like Bill and Ben cooking.
Like a plant.
Ooh. Oh dear. She full.
Bill and Ben.
Oh! Oh my God. You were so close to spilling it all over
Welcome
you.
to our cafe.
Welcome to our campsite.
How much?
I don't know. How much goes in the couscous?
Not much, that'll do. If you have some extra hot water. It'll come be away. And what I'm going to do is, just because it's quite a lot of hot water that's going there.
This is the other benefit of the Elixir, actually. Because it's a two-person. I know we both bring our own, but you can sit in it to cook. Like if it was absolutely pants weather now and you're just one person, you could just sit in, couldn't you?
You could, yeah, you could.
And cook.
Can I put this out here?
Yeah.
Because I'm conscious of how
No,
much hot
how
water.
dare you put that out here?
How much hot?
I didn't want it to all drop and miss the other side. Thank you. Oh. Lovely. Let's put some in yours, because actually that's probably easier, isn't it, to gauge?
Yeah, get some more in yours. Shut
Yeah.
that in yours, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll Google it.
I will fact check myself. Well, cheers. I'm eating a piece of grass.
This is a good portion.
Oh yeah, I try and make the portions big. How's the couscous?
It's good, and it's hot. I think it's because there's so much of it.
Oh,
And it's in a bowl, rather than it being on a... So I remember I had it in the frying pan, and then the pan was metal, and it was on, I think it was just like, losing heat really quickly.
no, this is nice. Just come for a small evening walk and have noticed there are so many wild campers up here tonight. It's probably another like 10 to 15 tents up here, which is a bit crazy. I'm seeing a lot of fox 1s and 2s and a lot of other tents that I'm quite interested in. Hopefully we'll review them in the future. But yeah, just gonna have a bit of a wander around, then head back to the tents. You can see ours really clearly if I just literally flip this around there, all the way over there. In fact, there. Really easy to see, weirdly. Then we'll head back there and just have a bit of a chill out before bed, I think. But for now, just gonna have a scout around with Alex. He's gonna take some photos, just chill out. Right, me and Alex have been for a bit of a walk. You can see him in his tent over there. I'm just gonna do my teeth now, get into bed, just have a bit of a chill, just enjoy this beautiful space that we're in tonight. And then hopefully there'll be a bit more of like a sunrise in the morning, or maybe just some nice blue sky. It went a bit grayer than we thought it was going to be.
The opposite, who's sort of fumbling around and missing opportunities because they're taking their time with changing their settings. And as much as photography is about observation, I think it's also about anticipation.
Right, it's the morning now. It's rained quite a lot overnight, and it's currently raining now. Me and Alex are just waiting for the rain to pass so we can set down the tents and get heading back. But I've really enjoyed being in my MSR again. It's just so spacious. There's just so much room inside for all my stuff and all my camera gear and whatnot. And yeah, if it wasn't 2.45 kilos, whatever it works out as, I probably would bring it on every single adventure I go on. But I think the Helm Compact one is probably still going to be my go-to tent for when I'm camping by myself. I would love to get my hands on a Hubba MSR, which is about a whole kilogram lighter, and the exact same build as the Elixir, but it does cost about £300-400, which to me just like is too significant a purchase when I already have the MSR. But maybe I'll look at getting the Durston, because that is only 700 to 800 grams, and plenty big for me and all my stuff.
To bring a pod.
Oh. Do you want your lighter back?
One sec. I'm not ready. Yeah.
That was so, there's such a, to be honest, I was a bit more worried about throwing it out of this bit.
Pure hypocrisy.
Pure hypocrisy. If I just show you the outside, it's still looking pretty grim. Alex is making himself an espresso. I think I'm just going to have a coffee, and then I think we're just going to brave it. Just get out in the great British weather. Hope that it gets sunnier, and then definitely just dry the tents back at home, because they are pretty wet. And well, I got the inside of my wet, which is pretty stupid. Just didn't put the top on the bottle and just let it go everywhere, all over my camera and everything. One way to do it. as always, leave no trace. Look at the floor here. Nothing left there. Nothing left there. Just 2 dry spots. It just shows how much the weather can change. Walking back down now into Edale, and it's blissful and hot weather, and I'm regretting wearing my trousers now after mopping up all that water in the tent with my shorts. But I suppose the point of this video was, would I continue to have the MSR Elixir 2 as one of my main tents? And actually yes, 5 years on, it's still doing bits. It's really good, really easy to set up, really easy to set down, as you've seen, and just overall space inside is amazing. I know a lot of people snub about the weight of a tent, it being 2.7 kilos or 2.4, whatever, which one it was, probably 2.7 now that it's wet. But actually I think you've got to assess what you're using it for. I'm just doing one night camps at the moment. If I was into through hiking, then I'd probably be looking at getting something like the Durston, which is 700 to 900 grams. That would make more sense. But actually, if you look at the rest of your gear as well, then if you're not carrying all the most lightweight gear, why do you care about carrying the most lightweight tent? It's probably a much cheaper option to make everything that you're carrying, including your clothing, lighter than it is to go for the tent and end up spending an extra £400, or maybe something you don't need. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Apologies that I couldn't get the drone up. The weather did not permit, as often it doesn't on wild camps. And hopefully I'll see you all out next month on the next adventure.